Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and this is the look I'm doing for you today. And we're going to start off with my friend Isabel, one of my subscribers, sent me some more of the Luca's Paw Paw ointment, and that's what I'm putting on my lips. Thank you, Isabel. And that just feels really good. Okay, and this, you can't see it, but it's a new primer that I am loving. It is the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and it has all kinds of good stuff in it. It's not a silicone primer. It reminds me a lot of the Natasha Denona lifting primer. It really just feels so good. I think it might have some coconut water or something in it. It smells kind of coconutty. When the girl was showing it to me at Ulta, she works there, and she said she loved it. And right when we went over there, another girl was picking it up to buy and was talking about how good it smelled and how much she loved it. And I was showing you how pretty it makes your skin. Okay, and then my face has been kind of like my sinuses have been swollen because of allergies, and so I felt like I needed to put some of my Armani Master Corrector in #1 on. And sometimes my eyes are just darker underneath than others, and then on the other side I've got that dark spot underneath my eye that I just have had to learn to deal with, and so it helps cover that up too. And then I usually take what's left and put it around my nose. But you can see that stuff is so good. I mean, isn't that amazing? Okay, and this, I'm so excited to show you guys this. This is the new Urban Decay All-Nighter Foundation, and I love it. That's the Oval 8 brush. Okay, this is shade 5, and I took my MAC Pro Longwear NC37N, and this matched it the closest. I put on too much here. I got carried away. I could have done without like those last probably 3 dots, but that's okay. And you can see it's like the slightest bit too dark and yellow. So I love it so much, and it just wears so well. It's got just the best coverage you can imagine, but it's not thick. It's just, I'm just so happy with it. So I went back today and got the shade 4, so which is a lot different than 5. So I'm thinking I might try mixing them together, and that brush is just amazing. So I usually take what's left, and go around down my neck and over my eyes and everything. And so anyway, maybe tomorrow I will get up early and do my makeup in front of the camera, and we will try the 4 and 5 mixed and see how it goes. That's the La Mer powder, and I tried to not put it on my cheeks. I need to be better about be more controlled with this, because I don't really need it as much with a foundation like this, but I get carried away, and then it's not glow, it takes away what little bit of glow there is, but I just love that La Mer powder. It's just so good. And that's the Sedona Lace big powder brush. I love that whole collection of the pink brushes. Oh gosh, and you can see Chanel and Sassy were just going nuts behind me. Sorry, it's when I'm doing my makeup I can't really see if I'm out of focus like that. Okay, that is a brush I've been cleaning out like crazy, cleaning everything. And that's a brush, a Louise Young brush that I found. I had a travel kit that she sent me that I was just saving for I don't know what, and so I went ahead and took all the brushes out of it, and I said I'm going to use these, and I've really loved that brush in particular. So that is the Lorac Contour Kit. So I just used the lightest color to start off, and now I'm going in the tannest color. This is going to be kind of like a nighttime look. I'm using some good old basics. These are some Trish McEvoy products, and I'm using just this little face page, I guess, that they gave me. It's got like a bronzer on it, So that's what I'm doing, is using this Trish McEvoy bronzer. And it's real glowy and pretty. Everything I'm using today is a little bit more sparkly than usual, but that's okay. It's just something different. And then that is the blush from the palette. And I think I decided I wanted some more. It's a real natural, pretty, rosy color. Kind of a, I don't know, a peachy rosy color. And then I think I went in with the highlighter color. And then I went in with the just translucent powder, just to kind of accent the underneath the contour. It's like a whitish powder. It's translucent, but still, it gives you just a little bit of a white cast. And then I'm just going over the center of my face with that white powder. And you could use like Fix Plus or some kind of spray if that's too, you know, much for you. Okay, now I'm using, I think I decided to do my lips first. I don't know why I went and showed you. I might have changed my mind, I'm not sure. But I'm taking off the Pawpaw ointment. And this is the Trish McEvoy lip liner in, it's a good natural one, Barely There. And just lining my lips. I wanted to do something kind of different. A nude, but not a pinky nude, not a peachy nude. And when I was looking in my drawer, I saw that lip gloss, and that's what kind of inspired me to use the Trish McEvoy today. This is called Sexy Nude, and it's in the squeezy tube, but it's not as sticky as like a juicy tube. It feels really good on, and it's a little bit minty. So I'm trying to kind of rub it into that lip liner so that there's not a big separation. And that's just a really pretty lip. It's a nude in that, you know what I mean. It's just nude in that you don't think about what color it is. It's just accents your lips. Okay, this is one of my favorite eye bases if I'm going to use one. And it's the Trish McEvoy Eye Basics in Demure. And it does have the slightest bit of sheen or sparkle to it. Okay, this is the, oh goodness, let's see if I've got it here. It's the Laura Mercier eyebrow pencil, and I believe the color is, it's blonde, some form of blonde. I'll put the exact one down below. But I went ahead and plucked those eyebrows that the Benefit girl wanted me to keep. I do like thick brows, and I don't want to pluck mine any thinner, but on my face, the thick brows just, I don't know. It's the first thing I see every time I look at a picture or look at myself in the mirror, and I just think I would rather have my normal my normal brows like that. So what I'm trying to do is just maybe not put as much on them. And then, okay, this is I couldn't find my clear brow gel. And so this is the Ico brow gel. And this one has, you know, some color to it. It's kind of similar to that highlight product from Benefit. And you can see on my right brow, some of it's just kind of hanging there. And you don't want to, if you wipe it down, you'll get all the pigment on your skin. So you notice how I kind of wiped up underneath it. And then I'm cleaning up around it. And then I think I even, you can see Chanel playing in the curtains behind me like a child. And then I wiped it off a little bit and went over them. But that is a really good brow gel. You could use that alone. Okay, now that is, let's see, a Wayne Goss brush, one of the big fluffy ones. And I'm using this shadow. All these are Trish McEvoy shadows, and that is Almond. And it has been discontinued, and I just really hate that because it is just a beautiful shadow. I'm putting it on real lightly now, just for kind of like a transition. Something similar would be Wedge MAC wedge. And so I'm just doing this first, and I'm trying to stay, it's hard for me to stay up underneath that crease. I'm bad about wanting to go too high. Now I'm using, I think it's called Cream. It's a cream shadow. I believe it's called Glaze. I think that's the name of it. Just for a little bit of highlight, inner corner, and just to kind of add some pizzazz. The looks I've been doing lately have seemed so plain. Okay, this is something else that Isabel sent me from Australia. It is the Napolean. It's like a eyeshadow transform. It makes a shadow turn into a liner. So I'm using that. I just put a dot on the back of my hand, and I'm using that in I've got a Trish McEvoy black shadow that's meant for liner, and so that's what I used. And this is a Louise Young fine liner brush. And what I'm doing is, I knew when I started this look I was going to use some lashes that Eyeshadow sent me, some really nice, beautiful, dramatic lashes. And when I know I'm going to use lashes, I can bring my wing out so much further. And I kind of like to bring it not as much up. I just bring it, out and make it, just thinner. And so that's what I'm doing. Just kind of you'll see how I like to come up from the bottom and just flick it up and then come back down. And come across and then kind of fill it in. And I do my left and right eye different. So I'm just filling that one in. And that did not flake off. A lot of times, like if I were to just use water with a shadow, a lot of them will end up, like as soon as they dry, they start, flaking off. But that lasted all day, and it came off so well. That was one of the good things about using a shadow as a liner. And it's just not so dark and harsh looking. Now I'm trying to get them even, which is a battle that I fight every time. My eyes are shaped so differently that I have to keep looking. And then I brought what's left right down on my lash line, just about, I guess, about halfway in. But it wasn't that much. I just basically wanted the lashes to show. Okay, this is a Billy B brush, and it is the number 8, and I love it. It's very different, the shape of it. And this shadow that I'm using is probably one of my just all-time favorite shadows. It's called Blackberry Granite, and it is just so versatile. I love it as a crease color or outer corner. And what I do is start at the wing and then bring it in. And I'm trying to keep it low. And I like to bring it kind of in, all the way in. And now I'm just kind of trying to make sure they're even. Okay, that is another Billy B brush. And that one's a good one for just going across the whole highlight lid. It's just an all over shadow brush. And it's Billy B number 6. Okay, and this is Lash Blast. Since I'm using the Eyeshadow lashes, I'm not going to be putting mascara on them, so I wanted to just put a base coat of mascara on. So I just grabbed my just ever faithful CoverGirl Lash Blast, and you can tell I'm either talking to the kids or Chanel. And I don't know if you can see or not, but the blinds and the back porch and stuff probably look crazy back there because John pressure washed our back porch and took the screens off and cleaned those, and then we bought a new ceiling fan out there, and I think I see the ladders even still out there. So that's what's going on in the back. It's real life. I wasn't going to try to worry about it too much. Okay, so now I'm just putting on the mascara, and then I think, yeah, I'm getting ready to, after this, I think I put a little bit on the bottom today, just at the base of the lashes. And tomorrow, if I do another video for you, I'm not going to put as much of that foundation on, and you'll get a better picture of what it looks. I just put on too much here today. But it is just a beautiful foundation. Okay, here are the lashes. They're Eyeshadow, and let's see, the name of them, they're, let's see, 4 out of 5 in volume, and the name is Big City Nights. And so right there I took them off and I put them on my eyes, and I could tell that I needed to cut at least one off, so I cut the end, a big end off. And here I am measuring the other eye, and see how curved they are already? They really fit my eyes nicely. And that's their lash glue, and I loved the lash glue. Last time I tried it, my eyes kind of stuck, but I think it was before I had my eyelid surgery, and now I don't have the skin coming down, and so that lash glue was wonderful. And the applicator, being a brush like that, put on just enough. So I'm using these tweezers, have had it. They're just for putting lashes on. I don't use these to pluck my eyebrows or anything. And so I was having trouble kind of getting that corner to sit down. And after I did this tutorial, I realized I really needed to cut one more little section off. And so I took them off and ended up doing that. So you'll see here, they might look a little bit too long or too much. I ended up cutting one more little section, so I think it was 2 little sections in total that I cut off. And then I took them off tonight, and I'll be able to use them at least probably 5 more times, and they'll be, you know, ready to go, all measured and ready. That one just went on really nice. Okay, and I think now, yes, I have been loving using just my Estee Lauder Double Wear as concealer, because especially it's a little bit lighter and more yellow than this foundation, and it's, let's see, I wear the Tawny 3W1, and this brush is perfect. And what I do is just shake it and then dot that small side in the lid, and then I kind of buff it out with that larger, that's a Tarte brush. And it's just perfect, and I don't have to powder it because, you know, Estee Lauder, the Double Wear, just dries. Okay, I'm going to shake out my bangs, and they're getting to the point where they're wanting to go to the sides. I'm going to have to decide, do I want to keep bangs for a little while, or do I want to let them grow out? And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.